I go. Where I please, I walk through walls, I float down the Liffey, I'm not here. This isn't happening. I'm not here. I'm not here. In a little while, I'll be gone. The moment's already passed. Yeah, it's gone. And I'm not here. This isn't happening.
So it's the 29th of October. I'm with Dr. Judy Wood in Brighton in the UK. You're visiting here and touring around, and you have your book with you, which is Where Did the Towers Go is the title of your book for readers that aren't familiar. And it's such a marvelous title and picture because the 9/11 towers just disappeared and vanished after they disappeared. Could you please explain, Dr. Judy Wood, your theory and what your message is?
Well, I don't really have a theory. I show evidence. This is evidence. A theory is when you're guessing at something, whether it's a physical phenomenon or whatever. I'm looking at what is there and very carefully going through what is there because it's something we've never seen before. And it's quite phenomenal what happened because there were these two huge towers there and then they were gone. They went away. How did they go away?
Please tell us how they went away.
Gone with the wind. They primarily turned to dust. And what I would start out with is, let's see, page 191 is a good page to start on. You have these, this is the elevation map of what was left. Here's what should have been there before. And right here, people survived that little hump at the bottom of Building 3. The rest of Building 3 was gone. And the bottom of Tower 1, that little hump there, 14 people survived. They looked up and saw blue sky. They weren't squashed. And also, the main body of Building 4 went away. And something that few people recognize is that that building just went, you know, this tipping top of this building would have landed on that. But that isn't why it went away, because it didn't crush very much into the ground. Right there, right below where I'm pointing, notice this narrow part going into the north wing, that's north, that is missing. And if we look here, that's, see that little neck kind of, is not much left right down to the ground. There's a little bit of this corner, but not much else. But right below the ground level was a mall. This is inside that mall, right about in here, right near that corner. It says Innovation Luggage and Hallmark Cards. So we know where they were in the mall. Yeah, it looks a little bit punched in down there, but these lights are just shaking loose. You know, they're
It should
walking
be
upright.
demolished, is what you're saying. It shouldn't be there at all.
Right.
In the normal science of things.
This is that parking garage under buildings 4 and 5, right after 9/11. After 9/11. So that green hallway down there, that's under that missing part of building 4. There's a little bit more dirt there probably, but that is not crushed in.
Not at all.
That's, to me, one of the most shocking things.
I'm always wondering how you avoid the political content. You know, what was the intention, the conspiracy, who was behind it? But you do avoid all those issues, yes?
Right, because it's nonsense to talk about who did it until you know what they did. If you don't know what the crime was, how can you convict somebody of it? And another thing I do to avoid biasing observations is if I don't know what the phenomenon is that I see taking place, I don't call it by a name of a known phenomenon. If you, like smoke, well then you're going to assume it's fire. Maybe it's another process. Maybe it's dust. Who knows? You know, it could be a variety of things. But when you immediately call it smoke, you're biasing your observations. So that's why I use a unique language, because it keeps you most open-minded. Just look with your eyes, see what you see, because this is something we've never seen before. I tend to think that how we got into this mess to begin with is that too many people are feeding from the same same water. Mm. That they all are in lockstep, and one person decides for everybody else. Like, people turn their thinking over to someone else's keeping. But I'm seeing that's more in the U.S. than it is here.
We're less programmed, you're saying, in Europe.
Right, more open-minded, free-thinking, less vulnerable to peer pressure. And you tend to do your own thing more. And there's some other interesting subtleties that someone at the Isle of Wight actually helped point out to me. That my presentation, I don't force feed people. I give them the information and let them put it together, because I think that's the best teaching tool, because when the student learns and it runs through their own mind, they own it. It's their thought, and nobody can take it away. Rather than, I'm the great guru, listen to me, memorize what I say, and then another guru comes on, which one should we follow? And where somebody starts up some rumors about this person doing the smear campaign, and that, if you follow gurus, that can easily turn things around. But if the student learns for themselves, and my book is written to empower the student to learn for themselves and to think for themselves, then they own it.
It's I don't know how you withstand the efforts that are made to discredit you. On the internet is what I witness. I fortunately had a video of yours regarding your work, and it's super popular, but the amount of people that want to comment and not give you credit, I don't know how you withstand the pressure. It is quite phenomenal. I mean, it could give a person a nervous breakdown in the normal course of events.
As a friend of ours that refers to me as holy water, kind of like what you flick on a vampire, see if test to see if somebody's a vampire or a devil or whatnot. Better than just a litmus test. And what this has told me is that I'm dead center over the target. There are, the opposition is willing to give up anything but this. And it's easiest for me to tell the difference between what's what, because I'm right at the center. If somebody starts acting kind of weird, okay, I know what that is now, I recognize that, that's just what's going on.
See, the thing is, 9/11 seems to be perpetrated in a phenomenal manner that we don't understand, but surely these same forces are used in other places. In general, do you not feel that the forces used against 9/11 have been used elsewhere on the Earth?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's undoubtedly, and that's a big concern, because it's going to be used again. If it hasn't, it will be. That the best way to ensure that it doesn't is that we all understand it. If everyone knows it and recognizes it, it's going to be kept the safest. But more importantly is that this is a type of free energy technology. What I mean by free energy is it's not metered. It's not conventional energy. And who controls the energy controls the people. That might have to do with why I'm dead center over the target.
Well, I want to thank you for your time.
Thanks.